Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's Week 13 in the NFL. We finally have a late line for the Colts Steelers game. Ben Roethlisberger is expected to play. He's officially listed as probable, I believe. And we're going to analyze this game with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Joe Duffy, thanks so much for being back with us. Right now, the line is Pitt -7. Total's high, 49. The Greek has a lean apparently to the under at 48.5. I guess the line is high because Roethlisberger is expected to play, but the Colts, man, they've weathered the storm, haven't they? Injuries in the secondary, injuries to their receiver. Andrew Luck goes down. They've still covered 6 out of their last 7 games against the spread. They're 4-3 straight up in those games, but they've won 3 in a row. And they're getting it done, right? Matt Hasselbeck is leading the team, and he's not doing like a conservative game management game plan and letting the run game and defense take care of it, as sometimes is the case when this happens. He's been passing a lot and passing successfully. So, the Colts getting 7 here looks enticing at first glance. Pitt, though, of course, has a ton of weapons on offense. It's a high total, but I could easily see it going over. It's a tough one. I'm not sure what I think as of right now. Joe Duffy, what's your take on this game?
Well, pretty much to what you alluded to, Peter. Look, the Colts were considered by many to be one of the actually, they were considered, I think, by everyone to be among the favorites to win the Super Bowl this year, and they were a big disappointment. And there's no question the reason they were disappointment was because of Andrew Luck. Now, was it because Andrew Luck is on the long line of quarterbacks who just regresses, where maybe Colin Kaepernick is kind of the poster child for that? Or, as some media reports suggested, was he playing hurt and Indianapolis was covering it up? It really doesn't matter, but one thing's for sure, without question, the best quarterback that the Colts have had this year is Matt Hasselbeck. They're 4-0 with him. They are a very good team. A lot of talent is around him. Of course, it was built to be around Andrew Luck. And Pittsburgh, look, Ben Roethlisberger, he is going to play, but he's getting older. He's still among the better quarterbacks in the league, but he's been in and out of the lineup a couple times this year. And the older you get, the tougher it is to just shake off those injuries. And he has thrown, although 6 scores, but also 4 picks over his last 3 games. So I think that Roethlisberger isn't going to be 100% because, look, as I said, he's getting up there in age. And Hasselbeck is the best quarterback the Colts have had all year. The Colts are pretty much for real with Hasselbeck.
Really? So it sounds like you're leaning Indianapolis +7, or are you even liking it quite a bit?
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning. I do have some official plays up. I have not put the Colts as an official play. There is a check mark next to it. I want to check a few more metrics, but yeah, definitely for the purposes of this video, I would say the Colts.
All right, Indianapolis +7, an official pick from Joe Duffy. Can't say that I disagree with that. The Colts have covered 6 out of their last 7. They're getting undervalued by the market. And you have anything to say about the total? I mean, at first glance, the first thought that everyone would have here would be a shot with the over, even though it's a high total. Both teams have passing games that have been very effective and pass defenses that are looking very vulnerable.
That's pretty tough to disagree with, and I do think that people are underestimating how good the Colts passing game is. And even, if my theory about Roethlisberger not being 100% is correct, I still think they realize that that's how they're going to contend for the Super Bowl, is to have a successful passing game. So I don't look for Pittsburgh to get conservative. Yeah, both of the passing games match up pretty well.
All right, maybe just Indianapolis on the team total over. Right now, that would be just 21.
Very true. I usually bet traditional full game sides and full game totals,
right,
and occasionally the money line. But I could, it's tough to argue with that.
All right, Joe Duffy giving Indianapolis +7 as a free pick in our videos. Joe Duffy, always interesting to hear how you analyze these games, these spreads. You've been doing this successfully for 30 years. Having another good year at your website, OffshoreInsiders.com. Tell us about that, Joe.
It is. It's been a great long term, but even recently, 15-5, college basketball is the hottest sport short term, and we're doing very well in basketball. Spectacular overall year in football. Visit OffshoreInsiders.com. By the way, we have a ton of bowl systems for a couple weeks down the road. All that and more. Joe Duffy's picks at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Peter.